Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's approximately 8 o'clock on Wednesday, the 2nd of July, 2025. I'm your host, I'm Matt Taylor, broadcasting live from Brighton. I'll be right on in Brighton. A big shout out to Rule Britannia. And of course, Pip Smoker, Britannia rules the waves. Love it. Big shout out to Pip Smoker and Rule Britannia, the bravest of the brave, jumping in and taking the plunge onto MattTaylorTV. Hey, listen, I've had another productive day out in the garden on my water feature, and let me assure you, I will be showing you my water feature. It's very good. I've connected up the, whatever you call it, big thing that collects water. I'm planning to put all my dirty water in there, and then it goes through a filter which I made today. So I've got the filter on, and then it goes into the water feature. So I've got big plans, and I'm thinking my garden, right, it's a great place for a garden party. It's just like I'm making it so nice, and I've got a really good idea on how to just like solve a very annoying problem. Hello, we've got Jake in the house, Pip Smoker, Rule Britannia. Great seeing you all in here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you my garden, and like I said, perfect place for a garden party. Hint, hint, you know, sowing the seed and all that. Everyone loves a bit of summer in Brighton. You know, and in fact, Lou Noble, some of you may have heard of that name, Lou Noble. She's like a spiritual angel who lives in my neighbourhood. She often does like guitars plays and like spiritual cleansing up in the woods. I recommend we all meeting up with Lou Noble, fantastic artist. That's an interesting question asked by interesting question. Don't be late. Starts at 8. Wait, the big news is that P. Diddy was guilty, but not guilty of more serious crimes of the RICO, which I spoke about yesterday. And so from the way I see it, I'm understanding it straight off. He's not a gangster, he's just a pimp. And he's not just a pimp, he's a pimp that supplied rent boys to his clients. You know, and of course, make of that what you will, you know, I'm certainly not. And of course, Tissa Tellis was not happy. I think she handled it really well. Her coverage of the Diddy trial has been second to none. Wouldn't it be funny if there were such people out there who had no idea who this individual is? I mean, I daren't name him just because. It's up on the screen. Here we go. What's this? Hey Matt, if ever you want essential match out of all in me up, I think you fit. What you if that's really off, I'll keep you in mind. Yes, a P. Diddy. I mean, what do you lot understand of it? I don't really know. Let's take a dive, shall we? Diddy trial news. Let's try and make sense of this in the Guardian. Where else? Would they allow me to read it? No. This is independent. Would they let me read it? Let's read this, you know. You don't mind? Matt, have you ever thought of taking up gunslinging? I don't know. My gunslinging, well, I've done a bit of gun work with. Anyway, mustn't talk about it. But I had a season of playing guns with my son a couple of years ago. It was quite good because I taught him how I was taught in the army to beat a gun, and he was just coming out of his, like, teens into puberty, losing that little boy. Let's play with guns. Yeah, let's buy a gun. It'll be really fun. And so I eventually gave on into pressure and brought the little superstar a gun, and he loved it, of course. And the good old days, driving along, doing drive-bys, it was brilliant. We used to keep the gun hidden in the car. Those were the days, but I used to treat it as if, under military conditions and how you had to treat the gun, and when you hand the gun over, declaring its state and etc. And I was going through the firing range procedures, what you had to say, what you had to do, how you had to conduct yourself. He loved it, he did, and I was like deadly serious, mate. This is how I just went back into army mode and remembered how fucking goddamn deadly fucking serious it is for you to be holding a rifle that can kill someone. Do you understand? You know what I mean? It's quite a big responsibility. Anyway, I want to check out, let's just check it out. It's P. Diddy. It was like I said, the wonderful, the absolutely amazing Tissa Tellis. And of course, she's not happy. She's calling it a miscarriage of justice. Yes. Matt, was you ever in the glass house? Yes, I was, Pip Smoker. Yeah, I did. I've done 3 months there. I was in the glass house, yeah. I was in C Wing, so I was awaiting court martial. And on court martial, so it took me 3 months to wait for court martial. And that was when 9/11 hit. I was actually inside the glass house when that happened. And so I got let out in September, I think. I was dismissed from the army, reduced in ranks, and dismissed with immediate effect. I grow tomatoes at my glass house. I saw a documentary come up about that, very interesting place. Like I said, I was lucky, because I always am lucky. I was in C Wing awaiting court martial. If I was actually in the other wing, with other boys and girls, I think I would have had a different glass house experience. But as it was, I had an experience. Yes, it makes it a very interesting story. So over to P. Diddy. Let's see if we can see this. So he's nothing really more than just a pimp. Nothing more than a pimp, really. We heard details that should horrify any normal human being, and it was all an open secret. Then the jury found him not guilty on the most serious charges. Writes Holly Baxter. The Diddy trial verdict and the celebrations afterwards were difficult to watch. Here we go. There's the man himself, P. Diddy. What a news story. What a news story. I mean, this is just huge news. Cassandra Ventura spent years in a romantic relationship with Sean Diddy Combs, but her bravery in holding him accountable in courtroom shows how hard it is for women to get justice, according to Associated Press. Music Google, Sean Diddy Combs was found not guilty of sex trafficking and racketeering charges by a jury Wednesday after a blockbuster 8-week trial, and found guilty of 2 more minor charges of transportation to engage in prostitution. A breaking from the script, I think that means pimping. Back to the article. It's a verdict that will disappoint many. Well, I know for a fact, poor old Tissa Talis certainly is disappointed, and she's even calling it a miscarriage of justice. But anyway, back to the article. It's a verdict that will disappoint many, but in some ways, the reckoning has already happened. It began last year, quietly but unmistakably, when singer Cassandra Ventura, known professionally as Cassie, filed a civil lawsuit under New York's Adult Survivors Act. In it, Ventura detailed years of alleged abuse, coercion, and surveillance by the former partner who launched her career, and then she nearly destroyed her life. She filed a suit days after the Act's 1-year expiry window, and the lawsuit was settled behind closed doors within 24 hours. It was a resolution that looked like closure on paper, complete with a statement from Combs that said he wished Ventura the best, but it opened the door to something far messier. A string of lawsuits followed, with allegations ranging from rape to drugging to sex trafficking to forced labor to arson. Authorities launched a federal investigation. Then came the trial testimony from assistants, security staff, ex-girlfriends, and claims that ranged from the grotesque to the extreme. Like with Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and R. Kelly, the Combs trial became a cultural mirror, reflecting what we still struggle to name and hold accountable. The way fame, money, and masculinity intertwine to obscure systematic abuse. In the years since the hashtag #MeToo exploded, the legal system has been inconsistent in its response. Weinstein and Kelly went to prison. Then Weinstein's New York conviction was thrown out, and his retrial resulted in him being guilty of just one criminal sexual act. Author Neil Gaiman reached a non-disclosure agreement settlement with a woman who accused him of sexual assault while she lived at his home in Woodstock, New York. He strongly denies any non-consensual activity, and then sued her for $500,000 for violating an MPD by talking publicly about the allegations. Monica Lewinsky, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I think now Diddy has been cleared of sex trafficking and racketeering, but still faces up to 10 years in prison for each of the 2 acts of prostitution the jury convicted him on. He may walk. He may argue it was the first offence. The Diddy case felt a little different, not because it's uniquely horrifying, but because of the eerie normalcy of what it revealed. The assistant, Maya, who posed jokey memes on social media about a mentor, and accused him of rapping her for fun. Diddy was never charged with assaulting Maya. Partners surveilled referred to as, oh look, it's a bit grotesque actually. So I'm going to move on. That's my Diddy thing. It got a bit grotesque. So, either way, I never thought I'll get to the stage where I've had to stop reading a news article because it was too grotesque. And I think we've got that with P. Diddy. So, if anything, this court case has revealed him to be nothing more than a pimp, servicing the rent boys for his clients. Disgusting, grotesque, I think is the word of the day. It was so grotesque, I actually stopped reading it because I don't want, MattTaylorTV stained by the grotesque stench of the perversion that P. Diddy got himself involved with. You know what I mean? Crikey. Anyway, back. Right, where am I again? On the M2? Seeing what? Nice little beats. Broadcasting live from Brighton. A water feature, yes, I will show it to you. Grand plans. I think that place will make brilliant garden party location. Hello, Mandy. We got Pimp Diddy, that's it. Doc Holliday's right. He's nothing more than a pimp. He's a pimp. Pimping out rent boys. Hey, come on. It's perversion. In plain sight. Over to Jake. It's all very sad. Onwards, truth. Lovewards. Light, dark, safety, joy, happiness, and healing. Did he or didn't he? No, did he or didn't? That's funny. Doxing someone here. Shit snake. I think we have a shit snake and we're definitely doxing someone. Yes, indeed. So that's all I had in my show notes, but actually I think I am going away this weekend. Otherwise, this weekend would have been perfect for the garden party. Perfect for the garden party around my place. Actually, come to think of it, I may not be available. Well, he definitely did. His lawyers are just trying to say the women wanted it. In today's world, who knows? Well, shit, you know what I mean? So, I need a glass house tree. Is that the rat's address? Oh, really good. I don't know what we're talking about. We don't do doxing. I can't pronounce your first name. Keisha Willywood. Lovely name. Sending love to KTS. We had a private conversation. And of course, that's what happens sometimes on MattTaylorTV. We sometimes take it into the private very quickly. Because, sometimes things warrant a private conversation. Mandy says, that's not what I think, though. He's alright. He's a proper natter. Yes, I mean, people would describe it the God complex, where so many people were kissing his ass and like fisting him. Apparently, what was this about the egg test? Sticking an egg up their anus. If they could stick an egg in their anus without it cracking, they were allowed to join their gang. Something. Like I saw, Katie's had a lot of challenges that I think a lot of us aren't aware of. And that's true for everyone. You know, don't assume just by how they portray themselves in public and what they say in chat rooms as a true reflection on where they are in life. Katie's gone through a lot of challenges that, you know, the rest of the public aren't aware of. Can you take a dip in the water feature for us? Yes, good. It looks very nice out there now. I'm impressed with my water feature. And now with my filter, natural filter. Yeah, it's got charcoal in there. It's got nano charcoal. Very good. Right. I haven't put anything out there, have I? So we've got to take advantage of the stability on StreamYard. So there you go, everyone. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Broadcasting live from Brighton and all that jazz. I've been promising a live from Brighton Beach, but I haven't come around to do that yet, have I? No, that is still on the cards. I will take you out to the back garden at some point. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to play you a promotional video while I refill my drink. I'll be back in a mojo. Let me find what we can do for you. Just talk amongst yourselves. Bear with. Bear with. Let's listen to this. I'll be back in a sec.
There's a world of possibilities waiting for you to explore. Don't let fear hold you back. It's time to open that door. Don't be shy, jump in and say hi. Let your voice be heard. Be brave and take the plunge. Your courage will be stirred. Engage with those around you. Behave with kindness and grace. Make waves of positive around you. Behave with kindness and grace. Make waves of positivity. Leave your mark in every place. Don't be shy, jump in and say hi. Let your light a grand adventure filled with moments to seize. Embrace each opportunity and let your spirit be free. Don't be shy, jump in and say hi. Let your confidence soar. Be brave and take the plunge. Unlock that hidden door.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks. Thank you. Got this private chat. It says, good evening, Matt. I've killed all my husbands. Oh, right, okay. Let's we've got someone here. Oh, so exciting.
Good
Hello.
evening, Matt. Good evening, Matt. How are you?
Yeah, good to hear from you.
My name, I know, I could help it. It's the name I use when I'm on search for words.
Okay, cool.
And then a picture of my avatar is actually Valerie, aka Moan Plonka. She's her husband seems to all die around her.
Oh gosh. So what's the latest?
I spoke to Katie yesterday. Oh, is that address in the chat? Is that that I just need to know because I didn't note it. I've already screenshot it. Is that Helen's the rat's address?
I'm sure it isn't, but
Oh,
we don't dox. In fact, I just saw anyway, I don't know what you saw. I know Helen was made lots of people upset really by going around, I'm gonna report you. What is it with these people who feel as if they've got the moral authority to be reporting anyone?
Just
I don't get that
assholes,
mentality.
those assholes, just power trips. I don't know, power trips, just problems of, I don't know.
Yeah, but I had a nice private chat with Katie.
Listen, did you know there's someone on YouTube who is actually, people are celebrating ratting. Right, I know a group of person, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's actually admitting that he snitched on somebody, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, everyone's just like, okay. I'm like, wow, so you're actually proud of ratting on someone? That's interesting. It's so weird. I've never ever, like, you know what I mean? I never thought someone would be so happy. Oh, I did tell, it was me. It's like, fuck.
Well, I imagine there's been many hours of recordings of all the usual degenerates in their private hangouts having a right laugh, reminiscing about what laws they broke and moral codes they shattered to get one over us on us.
I know, it's weird. And the thing is, like, some of them, like the likes of AJ and Lyndon, they actually thrive off it. But I know, like, for example, like, look, I don't like Jake. I'll be honest with you. But these lot, the people that actually celebrated him getting nicked. And I'm like,
yeah, of course.
is that really a celebration? Is it something to really be happy about? Like, seriously?
Hello, Kaylee. Kaylee's in the house. I know, isn't it just the horrible side of YouTube that people celebrate people getting arrested? Yeah, I mean, have I ever reported anyone?
I'll be honest, I wouldn't waste my time. I mean, unless I knew there was someone who was in immediate danger and I wasn't able to do anything about it, then yes, I would. But I wouldn't just call them because, you know, someone got on my nerves.
Yeah, it's on record that I've reported people.
I mean, you've been reported too, so I don't blame you. But for me, I'm like, unless I didn't know someone's in actual danger or actual crime was taking place on the nature of something, you know, of that nature, then yeah, I would. But realistically, no, I didn't come online to bring the police.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. Like, people call the police a lot of fat Dan, and I'm thinking, why? He can't actually hurt anyone. But then it was brought to my attention he actually can from his house. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a real kind of like, I couldn't really relate to that fat Dan and all that kind of troll and going over with him. I can kept at arm's distance from all that stuff.
It was
But
all
he,
obsession, really. He didn't do
yeah,
so many favors, but it was obsession. A lot of people were just like Prisco. I mean, where the fuck is Prisco? Has he died of cancer? Like, what happened to him? Like, where is he?
I'm sure he's still lurking about. That's what impression I've been having.
Yeah, yeah. People like him don't just fuck off. You know what I mean?
He's obviously kind of like got himself in a load of shit, but he's too much of a pussy to tell us all what's happened to him.
Yeah, yeah. I won't surprise me because people have. I mean, apparently, I mean, at one point, it wasn't led to. But I was led to believe that his brother or someone in his family could be law enforcement. So unless that's been uncovered and he got in trouble for flaunting it around, it's possible. You never know.
Well, no, I'm still thinking it's all going to come out at one point, unless or unless it's recordings of all their private hangout chats. That would be interesting. So, but I like to think it all comes out in the wash. It may not, of course. It's
No, I
not
mean, listen,
out.
they're not going to be friends for long. Something's going to happen. They're all going to fall out, and we're all going to get the juicy bits.
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if we had, for example, Jones and Jenny the Degenerate fall out?
Listen, they're not as squeaky tight as they think they are, and I have a private conversation with Brian Leroy Hansford, and just in it, you could tell they're not really tight. I mean, they're tight as they have to be, but if it comes down to it, they're ready to, push each other in front. Like, you go first. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
United front, all for one and one for all.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. A lot of all for one and one for all with those lot.
I wouldn't want to be in their position because they've got all the lies and the bullshit as their foundations, which are going to, make them fall down pretty quick.
You'd hope. You really hope so.
Well, it's got to be. Is that we all believe in truth, don't we? That truth saves the day.
Well, put it this way: how much longer do you reckon Wavy's got left in him?
Well,
You know what I mean? That's what I say. How much longer do you reckon he's got left in him? I reckon he's got a year tops.
oh my God, surely not. Crikey.
Oh, listen, it wouldn't bother me. It's no skin off my nose. He just sounds like he's.
It'll be our last day.
I just can't see him surviving. I can't see him surviving another winter.
Oh my gosh, you're terrible, you are.
I mean it.
Terrible, Muriel.
Another winter, or definitely not another 2 Christmases he doesn't have in his body. I don't think he does.
I think laugh when you used to have your
dark moments.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, dark moments.
No, there are some people just like, listen, I don't really wish you to live long. Like, at one point, I used to wish Russell Gary dead, yeah. And one day he sent us a picture, yeah, of him in the hospital, and I remind myself and Rodney and Brian Hull were like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, is there really a God? Like, was there really a God? Like, and we were like, what do we do with it? We were like, do we post it? What do we do with the picture? We was like, fucking post it. Like, he's dying.
Oh my good God. Yeah, I've got that, actually. I've got that picture.
I was like, he's making it too easy for us. Like, why would he do such a thing? Fucking idiot.
He wanted to tell the world, didn't he? This is my last picture, everyone.
I do miss him. Yes, he sent us the images that he should never have sent us, like him with things in his arm and everything. I'm like, what are you trying to do? You trying to make us feel sorry for you? We want you dead, you old bastard.
What's the average viewership of a wasp, of a good night with the wasp? I mean, it was
before we got into the mix. It was like, before we got into the mix of it. It was like in their 30s and 40s, and then when we came into it, myself, Brian, and Rodney, they were getting 100s or 80, 90, 100s.
Yeah, that's when I was watching it.
Yeah, I was the fool in their side. They hated me.
Oh yeah,
they fucking hated me. They still do. They won't. Some of them admit it, but they know I can't be touched. I'm untouchable, and that kills them. They were like, I was in their hangout. Those guys, I'm one time. I bet you off tooth. Yeah, what's your plan? You expect me to tell you all my information? You're gonna try and ruin my life, aren't you? Like, that's what I said in a nutshell. And he actually said, yeah. And I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, because I'm going to give you my Facebook and my social media right now and introduce you to my real life friends, some weird people online, especially you lot. I'm going to do that right now and get myself into so much trouble. You bunch of idiots. when I realized how to defeat them, I was like, I'm never gonna tell you. So we're gonna be here forever. You're gonna die before I tell you. Russell knows who I am. Now he does. He can't tell you all. He can't talk.
And how did he find out who you are then?
He's dead. Of course he knows.
How did he
Apparently,
find out?
no, because when you die, apparently, like he's in heaven with all the other people in it, so he's looking down now, so he knows exactly who I am.
Oh,
He's
right, I
probably
got
been
you,
like,
yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
yeah.
he's probably been like, shit, I know who Esau is, but I can't tell you until you die as well.
Oh, sorry, I
But,
was late on that one. Yeah, very funny.
But he does know. I'm like, that's like, I mean, the day he died, I was like, holy shit. I actually messaged his wife here from one of my personal social media, like when he actually passed on. I thought, no, let me just say rest in peace. But there's so many people that said it, they'll never know who it was. You know what I mean? That's why I did it. When I saw it reach past a certain number, I was like, oh, I'm gonna just leave a little note here. They'll never know who it was. But it's my account.
So is this Veli? Do you reckon that's the real man, the Veli himself?
Rich Belly in the chat.
Yeah.
What's the
Let me
pussy
check
channel
up
called?
Veli.
What's the pussy channel called? Let me see it.
Let me
Oh,
go.
no, that's the other belly. That's the alcoholic belly. The one that's
That's it.
lots of children
It's
and all that shit. Yeah.
I'll be
That's
grateful
not my
if Veli is coming over to
that's
my
not my
channel.
bitch. That's not my bitch belly. The one I terrorize. That's not him. The one I terrorize. You're allowed to mention my name in his stream anymore, or you'll get banned. I'm not joking. If you say my name in the chat, we'll come on a panel and start talking about me and bleeding. You'll probably find yourself kicked off. He hasn't want to be mentioned. He was like he's given up on me, and he knows that hurt him a lot. He's aged since then as well.
Do you think the world of panels has gone down drastically after the Wasp?
Yeah.
What, and is there any really good panels?
I'll be honest.
at the moment?
If Russell was around, yeah, Christy Morris would be in jail by now because Russell was going to reverse the charges. Or what? No, the other charge dropped on him was like to pursue him, and he would have been in prison for his spending sentence. That would have happened. We would have all been friends if Russell was still alive. I don't know about Luke because I don't like him. I never liked him, but I do know myself and Russell and Bleeding and Brian would have been good. Especially after Chrissy Morris went to prison, we'd have been yes, celebrating. That had been like a win. That we needed to do that, all of us. That was something we had to do, but it didn't happen because Russell got the shit to the police last. Well, he died. You know what I mean? So it didn't work out. It's really sad that happened. We actually had him, I gave Russell's recording of Chrissy saying something, and I think he either gave it to police or would give it to police because I spoke to him on Friday. He died on Monday, so I don't know what he did with it, but he had it. He had it, and the ball nonce was going. Fucking cunt. Is that the real Jake in the chat? I don't believe it until I hear his voice. Is it possible we could hear Jake's voice?
No, it must well be a clone.
Yeah, I just want to hear if he's confirmed. Like, what's your deal? Are you on bail for a minute? How long are you on bail for? Can you come online? Because if you can't come online, that makes sense. But if you can come online, but you're staying offline, I'd call you quite smart. And that's why I'd have an issue with Jakey who wrote more, because I'd be like, you see, you know when not to come offline, so you should know not to play certain videos. But anyway, you know what I mean? That's just how I'm thinking of it.
Well, yeah. I see it as I don't know the facts, so that's gonna be an interesting one. I like to think I've heard a bit more than most people, but it's not up to me to say.
I'm going to ask Taylor on a live stream. I don't expect her to tell me. I know it will come out eventually. I'm being patient. It's their business, so I'm not going to push or pry.
It's actually going to come out, and it's going to be far different to what everyone actually expected.
Really?
It's more down to police incompetence than anything else. But
no way.
I'm not saying anything else.
Did you hear that from a horse's mouth, or is that from someone that you knew?
I didn't hear anything from anyone.
Okay, because I just heard a recording, and it didn't sound good. What the police were saying to Kaylee, it didn't sound nice. Like what they said what they were interested about did not sound. It sounded serious. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it sounded very serious. So he better hope it's not of that nature.
No, Jake. Well, all this will get NFA'd, as all
Oh
this
god.
stuff does.
If it does, I can see some people are going to be crying.
Oh,
Namely, a
cool.
Lyndon Warden
Yeah.
about "You're welcome." He put in a chat. He just tried to make people believe he did it. Fucking
How
lying
ridiculous.
nonsense.
I hate all
Lyndon,
this, self-appointed sheriffs.
but Lyndon needs his devices seized. I'm serious. Like he's one who he's definitely got CSA. He's on a live stream asking for a screenshot image of CSA. I mean, who wants a screenshot? Do you know what I mean? Only a weirdo asks. I mean, he might say, but it was blurred out. That's what he asked for. But it's like, but hang on, you still asked for a screenshot of CSA. That's nuts. There's no one here on here that wants to see any type of CSA, a screenshot blurred or any of the kinds. But you seem to think you're qualified and you have the stomach to handle that. Whatever, man.
No, you're right. What on earth is he championing this anti-pedo crusade of his for the last decade, calling everyone a pedo except he and his obvious pedo mates?
Exactly.
It's just
Exactly.
like, rest, you dick. We can see past you.
Exactly. We can see straight.
Yeah. Oh, but there's such, just there in plain sight, and it's so obvious. Oh, it's just, what can he do? They're going to be around. Oh, we got Bleeding Heart in the chat. Hello, Bleeding. Good to see you.
I can't be the nerve of their chat, hiding in plain sight, they're over their website, hiding in plain sight. The fucking cheek.
It was listening back to the back to 2023 when you lot were defending AJ, you fucking nutters.
Who, us? I can't believe that ever happened. What? Did I?
Well, no, back then you and Bleeding were saying, no, don't say anything against AJ. He's like, what's the effect?
Did I fucking say that?
But wasn't in that recording the mouse?
I've always thought it was a nonce deep down. So oh no. That was it. Oh yeah, to do with Sabina when she died. Yeah, because they bought my heartstrings to my back by telling me.
Any defense of AJ just like makes me laugh.
Listen, it was only at the time, because he just died and those fuckers had brought me into the loop. Oh, remember, I was actually about to tear her down online, AJ as well. And Lyndon actually went out of his way and contacted me on Telegram, and told me what happened. And I felt oh shit, she's actually dead. What the fuck? Again? Remember, Russell just died, to me, this was a big deal. I was like, there's too many deaths. And then fucking, what's her face? Betty as well, Scottish Betty. Too many people were dying. It was a bit, at one point, I was like, what the fuck? This is the wrong people are dying. That's why I had to come out and say to Bean and Brian in the back. The wrong people are dying. You know what I mean? Russell's dead, Hoof's still alive. But then Sabina dies, Luke's still breathing. It doesn't make no sense. You got to see it from my point of view. I actually despise these people, and they're still fucking breathing. It doesn't make no sense.
Some person started a rumor that Babs Collier had killed herself. There must be some low life started that rumor.
God. Well, he's like nuts. I wish some people would though.
Come on now.
I didn't say that. I was thinking
we want everyone to live and have happy, long lives.
Well, not everyone. I have to be honest, not everyone. I'm not going to say everyone.
Yeah, but
some people deserve to die.
Everyone will get their judgment,
Can I be honest with you? Some people just deserve killing and need killing. You know what I mean? There are just some people that just need it.
No, I agree. In certain circumstances, just wipe it clean.
Certain people, you just need it,
But mind you, it's all very well and easy to say stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
listen, Superman will say, no, you mustn't kill anyone.
Well, a lot of people say Hamas and the IDF should die, all of them. And I'd say, why
don't you do something radical and
everyone
lives and happy lives?
Well, when you got people like Russell dying and Sabina dying and AJ still surviving and Lyndon's still here, and people in the hive still here, then no, some people should go, right? Because it's obviously it's going the wrong way, right? They should be going the other way. I mean, don't get me wrong, if those were died yet, I'm like, the human side like come out and they were like, yes. They're like, actually, I feel bad. Rest in peace.
And making out death is a bad thing. It could be a wondrous, and lucky Sabina is.
Well, yeah, lucky she got away from him and she got to keep her money. Well, her family got to keep her money, if you know what I mean. And he didn't get to spend any more of it. That's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Perhaps we're all on hell at the moment. All of us.
Think about it. She got away lightly, right? You know what I mean? He lost the money. He lost the boat as well, and the house, and the children. The children are safe now. Finally.
Look, if you were in the same position as AJ, you'd have been crucified by now.
100%.
It's just very peculiar that not one criticism, and no
if
one.
A woman died,
none of them criticise his animal.
Same thing with you. Listen, same thing with you. If that was you with animal convictions, there would be people outside your house with pitchforks.
Yeah. Hey, listen. One of those undisclosed offences that would have been sticking fireworks up his mother's cats.
Anything violent. It's definitely some sexual violence.
Yeah, he would have done that as a kid.
So the reason why you can't find undisclosed files research online, you have to find, like, say for example, like one of those fucked up cases, yeah. And just because I've only found American ones, because that's what I've been looking at, because obviously, like, there are some. So I don't know if you know, but in America, yeah, if you're a juvenile and you do certain crimes and when you turn 18, depending on what state and where you are, those files could be closed. Do you know what I mean? They literally can be closed when you're a juvenile. So when you turn into an adult, they have to be requested to be open. That could be the same thing to him as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
Which isn't weird. It's just how it goes.
That went over my head, actually. To be fair, we're talking about degenerate AJ.
Yeah, his undisclosed convictions. For him to have undisclosed convictions, yeah. Like, basically, look, he wouldn't get like, if he stole from a shop, burgled a house, beat somebody up, fucking even killed someone. Those wouldn't be undisclosed in this day and age, especially after the James Bolger shit. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be undisclosed. They'll be on record for the rest of his life. So if he has undisclosed convictions when he was a minor, it has to be of a serious sexual nature. That's why it has to be hush hush. And it wouldn't be he attacks a paedophile. That's bollocks. Because again, that would just put down to a.
Wouldn't he sticking up fireworks up his mum's pet's cat? Would that be
easily? Because that's like animal cruelty with arson or a bunch of weird shit.
That's
like
right.
that would be something they could say. Yeah, put that away. Because obviously, like, he wants to own animals as he gets older, and as a juvenile, he turns to an adult. He could own a dog now, so yeah, that would definitely be animal cruelty. Would definitely be on there as well, depending on how disgusting and freaky it was. Bleeding, jump on. If he was like tearing apart a cat and doing weird shit with it, and he was caught outright, then yeah, he could have that. I don't want that. But when he was a child, he could easily. I'm sure what AJ's like. I'm sure he told his lawyer or family lawyer, whatever it was, I don't want that on my record when I turn into an adult. Like, make that one go away. And they were like, you're lucky you were 17. You know what I mean? And that would obviously have to be hush hush because he's 17. I mean, I don't know 17 in England, but if you're under 16, that would definitely be hush hush for him. But again, if it was like assault, theft, burglary, all those fucking things, even I know a 12-year-old who stabbed a 15. What's when I was growing up, by the way? A 12-year-old who stabbed a 15-year-old, yeah. That kind of made the papers. I'm not going to go into too much because they could report the ages, obviously, of the youngster. But that's on his record. That's on the 12-year-old's record. He's a big man now, but when he gets done, that comes up because of what he's so violent. He's just a fucking criminal. Do you know what I mean? Like, but he's known for that. Like, he's got a history dating back to when he was 12. So he's got problems. Like, that was quite on a record. That was all, how did AJ say it? Undisclosed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like that because it comes up in court still. It still comes up in court.
exactly.
When he's up for something serious.
Yeah.
So I don't buy it. I don't buy it unless, like I said, unless he's gonna tell the truth. If it comes out of I attacked a pig, that's all lies. Yeah, because again, violence would be on there. If it was there was a situation involving an animal, then okay, cool.
Hey,
You
how's
know
it
what I
going,
mean?
guys?
No,
Hey,
hopefully.
Bleeding.
All right.
But
All
here's
right,
Bleeding.
we're
Basically, yeah, basically, I did some research on undisclosed conviction shit. Yeah, you can have that, but only for certain crimes though. But like animal cruelty would be one that would be classed as keep that quiet because as he gets older, he want to own pets, wouldn't he?
And the RSPCA wanted to take the pet off him. But anyway, this is really everyone hates AJ.
No, but he's a wrong one though. He's a wrong one. Who fucking does that to a dog? Who actually admits to punching a dog? And fuck it. I've never hit it. I swear to you, yeah, I'm being serious. I've had dogs for a very long time. I have never hit a dog. Even when I was bitten my ankle, I kicked it because I was being lockjawed, and the kick didn't even do nothing. I didn't even kick it that hard because I can't hit dogs. I was actually laughing. My foot was dripping in blood. You don't like that. That was a staff. You know what I'm trying to say? I didn't even lose my temper.
If you hit animals, you hit kids, you hit your missus, you hit strangers. You're a violent person.
You should never hit animals. I'm sorry. Anything that's defensive that cannot communicate, even a child, animals, children. There's not like there's something. Old people. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Look at that old cunt that got. Look at that old cunt that got thrown in jail yesterday. Do you remember that old bastard got done in jail? 92-year-old bastard. He raped an older woman. Yeah, back in 1967. Yeah,
Right.
She was 75 years old. You're not supposed to attack an old, and he got caught. He got jail as an elderly man. Yeah, the old cunt got driven up most of his life. Yeah, got off it. He got jail for raping that, but still, you're like, you disgusting cunt. Like, who does that? That was an old woman. You were a young man in 67. What makes you do that? Like people at age of that. What makes you attack a dog? Like, what makes you do that? You're sick. He's the same as AJ.
Well, it can all go back to childhood drama. But sorry, Bleeding.
Yeah, good. Oh, I was going to say, Matt, you and I both know a little something about Grubby Knob or Grob Knob.
Oh yeah, what about him?
Non snob.
Yeah, this is the man who put it out there that he's using his dog Fenwick as a fanny magnet for a young.
It's not
girl.
Funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, he says all kinds of terrible
things. That's what he literally said.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting, Esau.
Disgusting. In fact,
people are foul.
That's kind of like one of the least offensive things he says, but he promised us that he'll come back, so he'll be at his super offensive back in no time.
But what
he won't be able to get away with it. New rules.
But what magnet? What magnet?
A fanny magnet.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, he's sick.
You have absolutely no idea because we've never spoken about it. We haven't properly spoken about it.
I'm beating. I don't like it when people touch my puppy. I have to tell them loud, like, you know what I mean? Unless they're really they're coming up with smiling faces, and I'm like, oh Christ. Do you know what I mean? But I'd rather them go away. I used to tell them she'll bite. It's lying. You know what I mean?
But of course, but the thing with Robbie, he's another one of those individuals on their side of their fence who can do what they want, be disgusting, and just get away with it. In fact, Danny Jones, he defends Rob Knob by saying, "Listen, he says he's a troll, so obviously whatever he does."
Using a picture of Jimmy Savile. Who does that? Who's the picture of Jimmy Savile?
Yeah, who mimics Jimmy Savile, especially the things that he has actually said.
I remember Thomas Sheridan done a gag pretending with that Daniel Laverity, so they pretended to channel Jimmy Savile, and then those two people, Chris Thrall and his buddy who sailed the Atlantic, they were channeling Jimmy Savile. So perhaps he's quite
on my life. Yeah, the first time I saw Jimmy Savile, I knew he was a weirdo. The first time, and my dad actually looked at me and said, "You know what? You're good." Because there's things about him. I just thought, yeah, there's something wrong with it. You could just tell. You could just tell.
You know, I didn't tell at all. You know, I was actually quite upset when I heard he died, and I didn't even think. I just didn't even think that he would be what he was.
I could just tell. I don't know why there was something about him, just the way he was, especially around young. Yeah, when you see the faces of the young girls that he was around. I mean, fine. Top of the Pops was a different kettle of fish back then. Let's be real. You know, I got a feeling these ones Top of the Pops could. Yeah, but no, I think Top of the Pops could have sustained. Sorry, not because the music was falling out, because people still like to watch their favorite guys live and women live and their bands live. I do believe it's down to the flipping scandals, because they would have had to actually make it over 18s. You know what I mean? They would have lost the little young faces going inside. I got a feeling there was a lot more to it. But the Top of the Pops looked weird. I mean, when it was first, like when it was ending, it still looked weird. They were still look too young.
Well, ostensibly, like Top of the Pops is basically a family program. You know,
What?
it was like all the family watched it together, didn't they? Even the mother and the father and the children, the teens. A half hour program. That was all it was.
On a Thursday, wasn't
Before
it?
the moves. Can't remember. I just remember it was something that everybody watched together.
The teas in my household were weird, man. But if they weren't at the recordings, because I knew exactly how that worked, let's just say that these lot will do whatever they can to be there.
Yeah. Huh.
So, Bleeding, what's the latest from you? And what's the latest news?
What is the latest? Well, actually, do you know what I was going to say this to Esau, because we had somebody come into our chat yesterday, because we were on live for about 10 hours.
Wow.
All eyes on you. But they weren't. Esau discovered later it's not the same All Eyes on You.
So, someone trolling her, making trouble.
Who is called @board.com.
So
No, it was actually somebody who was helping us. No, it was somebody giving us information, but who are probably not aware. Yeah. So I had to unblock that person. And yeah. It was a completely different person. But they gave me some very, very interesting information.
Like what? Tell us, share on Matt Taylor's. Come on.
Well, the information is basically, I'm going to put it in the back. It's just slightly easier for me to do that rather than, because I know, okay.
Is there people in the chat that might affect? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck's sake. Why does it have to be this controversial all the time? Wait. You know me already. You see how I'm just smart without even just fucking. But you see how I just clock on without even having to go into it. I'll wait for my device, and I just know. I'm just like, oh, fuck's sake. This is going to conflict up with somebody, isn't it? Oh, here we go. It's always a way, isn't it? It's always a way. They never like us being friends with people, and they just try to break us up, don't you? Fucking cunts. Sick of this shit. It's heartbreaking, this. Wow, this phone is sustained. Like, basically, this phone's not overheated yet, yeah, so I'm actually quite. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Alright, maybe it's fixed up. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, that's significant, isn't it, Matt? Would you agree?
Yeah, remind me what's significant.
What I put in the back chat, in the private chat.
Oh, right. Let me see. Okay. Right. Let me just read that. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want the
name? Can I? Why can't we say the name?
Because it attracts rats, literally.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Because that's what I found out yesterday. Sometimes it's good to go things private, isn't it?
Until you get more,
Really,
until you get more, you need people to reveal. I've noticed if you just sit on your cards like poker, people just if you just literally chill and let people he go, you could like but it's a slow hand go. I'm telling you, you can predict it almost. You rather just be patient and see what happens next. Because I didn't think that person was about to, but obviously they are. Well, but look, there's someone playing games. There's someone playing games. There's also there could
Yeah.
be division happening
Weirdly.
soon because yeah.
okay, so there's someone playing games.
Because the other
I
night, yeah,
think
I'll tell you what
someone
happened.
who's been
Yeah,
playing games for years.
but just I'll tell you what happened the other night. The other night, Lyndon said in Kaylee's chat, yeah, that the rat was Brian Leroy Hansford, aka crack bitch, aka
Yeah, no, we all know
Gong
that.
Gong's, yeah, Gong Gong's fat dong, yeah. But that's what. But you never see him. He's a shit stirring cunt as well. Like they're all shit stirrers. They're all fucking weird, man. And you know what's nuts? They've been at this for years.
Yeah,
They've been at this shit for years.
yeah, there's an element of insanity thrown in as well. They seriously are off their rockers, and
Yes, they are completely.
yeah,
Oh, come on. You actually know. I'm just writing one new message there. I think you might know that already. But they are completely off their fucking rocker.
But they won't
They
stop.
are
They're not going to stop.
insane.
This is why. Can
They
we
are
tell a little
literally their
spoiler alert?
enemy.
Yeah? Really? Can we tell a little spoiler alert? What's probably going to happen? Likely going to happen. Brian Ho taking a trip up somewhere, and who he wants to bring with him?
Oh, yes.
amazing.
Yeah. Go for it, Esau.
Right.
Go for it.
Okay. So basically, Brian wants to take a trip up to see Eric soon, and he's going to pick up Kay and bring her with him
Oh, that'll be
if she
good.
wants to go.
If she
He'll
wants
pick her up. They have the address of the demolition place. You want to stick it on? You want to have a chat? You know what I mean?
Oh god,
Oh,
it
good
all
old
makes it real, doesn't it? What happens on here? People are meeting up, squaring off. Think,
Listen, if Brian will go to Ian Puddock, if Brian will go to Ian Puddock, you know he's going to fucking an Omar's house. You know he probably and he went to Christian Washington's court with both of us did. He more like is gonna go up there. Like it's only a bit of petrol and a motor. That's it. He'll go up there. He'll make it worth it as well. He'll look him straight in the face and be like, you know what I mean? Oh, are you doing X, Y, and Z? And say hello to my friend Kaylee. They've been waiting to meet him for a very long time.
Look, Brian's in Southampton at the moment, and so he may be months away from doing anything like that.
Yeah, Brian's just doing his thing right now. But he's on one. That's one thing I'll say. He's on one, isn't he, Beeden?
Yeah, he is.
He's definitely on one. He's on one. He's on one. He's on a mission. He's on a mission. I'll tell you that much.
God knows
He's got
what
his
he
goals
might
set
be
out.
doing.
Yeah, basically. Let's just say there's no violent threats coming your way, but fuck knows what address he might turn up at. He might turn up in Telford, he might turn up anywhere. I'm not even joking. It really is looking like that. He's on a mission now.
Definitely got a passion to
Yeah, he's getting sick of them as well, and he's got a bit of money. So it just takes that's a case of just Lyndon go out there and be like, Lyndon. No, Lyndon said he wanted to fight. He'd be like, you weasel. Lyndon cannot beat up Brian. Brian would break him in half. Brian would eat him.
oh
Brian
god,
would one slap, and he'll slap his soul out of him. He'll slap the Lyndon could lift the muscle.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, despicable individuals.
They are. And Matt, how are you recently? Are you feeling positive about there being an end result? Do you think it's coming to a close? Do you think there's going to be, how are you feeling in that?
Well, no, I just think the people who are meant to win through are just going to leave everyone else in the dust, and everyone's just going to get on with their lives, and a lot of these people are going to be forgotten.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just think it's all part of the journey at the moment.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You just never know. You just
It
never.
will
You
be
just
very
never
easily
know.
forgotten, won't
I mean, the here and now is pretty exciting for me. and I'm with Esau
Yeah.
and Bleeding Heart, and that doesn't happen every other day, and so that's what I find exciting about using this medium.
And we actually do shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, look.
Oh yeah, you two are big names in our crazy circle of.
Oh no, we're actually quite. No, we're very hated though. Like, I had to explain to me the other day. Yeah, if one of us was to like lose anybody or even like something bad, there's only like a handful of people that actually give a shit. The majority of them would be celebrating our like anything guys go. That's why I'm like show no love to half these people. Like, fuck them at the end of the day because they would fuck us.
Listen, you're more loved than hated, Esau. That's for sure.
And I think there's a few individuals. I mean, even Jupiter kind of turned on me again, and I'm like, I don't despise Jupiter. I jump on her power right now and just say to her, listen, fuck Babs. Babs has deserved it. Like, watch City Katie, you have to let that one go. That's got nothing to do with you, and I'm not gonna do anything to Karen. Fuck Karen. You know what I mean? Karen's got to deal with her own mother. That's enough. You know what I mean? Karen Matthews has to deal with her own mother, Babs. That's enough. I don't need to do anything. You know what I mean? Let's real be. Do I need to do anything to Karen? Do I need to contact Karen? Do I need to have a chat with Karen and say? Probably if I did, it'd be fucking evil. Like, because if I was be like, listen, your mom, she's a sweet old gremlin, but she can be a real racist cunt.
Contacting everyone else's, family members.
Because this is what
they're sending that letter to Jake's mum or dad or sister.
Oh, I'll tell you what. So it goes back to Who've Parted Yet. I witnessed Who've Parted Yet online yet brag about contacting Fax over everything's family, and Fax came online yet, and the way he went nuts, I have never seen anyone lose it like that. He actually threatened, like, that's how sick he took it, to meet him now, like that specific moment. And I'm not going to repeat exactly what he said word for word, but let's just say the great word and threats of that were threatened around. And he was serious. He actually gave his address. He was really ready to throw him down because of what he done. That's why I see why. Ever since then, I'm like, oh, do unto others as you'd have them do unto. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to do with some of them. Some of you got to deal with them like that. So anyone who's around Hoof, if they had an issue with me, that's how I've always dealt with them. If I have that information, you know what I'm going to do because that's what you lot would do. But you'll never get information from me because I'm not stupid enough to give it to you. So you have to deal with that. I saw how those lot did Fax. Fax was so angry. He was so angry. He really wanted to kill him. Like, he really wanted to kill him. He threatened to do other shit to this man and his family. He was that, outraged.
Is that where you two falls apart when we get to the situation where you just want to fucking kill another YouTuber you've never met?
I know, but who contacted his family and started telling him a whole bunch of bollocks about him? He never had no right to do that, and that's what drove him to that. He was like, "You contact my mum and dad. Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck you up. Where are you?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what? You shouldn't have done that, lad. You should have left that alone because you have no right to do that. You're a junkie yourself, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're contact your family like you're good. Then he contact the family like he's like, you need to do X, Y, Z. It's like, you need to shut the fuck up and mind your own business. Like, he's on his own mission doing his own thing. You just interfere with his life. Now he wants to fuck you up. When I saw it myself, that's how I dealt with people, with certain people. You know what I mean? Especially people around him, because that's how they move. I see it.
Yeah, they kind of like approved of it even, didn't they?
Bleeder, where do you think we are in the grand, like, overarching picture of them and us,
I think we are at a... Let me think. I think we're at a good point. We're at a point where they've lost the plot a long time ago. This is this is with the information cartel and those way they've crossed boundaries, not boundaries, but like, oh God. Anyway, look, so the same people have attacked Kaylee, who have attacked Katie, who have attacked you, tried it with us, have failed. they're continuing to attack a number of other people. I think it's reaching the point where they've lost the plot. They're fucked. They know it. They know. I mean, it's very funny for me to hear Katie go, "You're fucked," because they are. They really are fucked.
I love it. I
And
love when she says that. You're fucked.
yeah, yeah.
You're fucked. I love when she says that. You're fucked. You're fucked.
And then
I
she
said
goes
something that you
in relation to the maritime law thing, and they're like,
I
but
said something that
you
didn't
know
work.
what?
I goes, you're fucked. You're fucked now. You're fucked. That's what I said. You're fucked. I said it at work. I swear to God. Just like I was like, you're fucked.
Yeah, and I think there's people that have been pulled into this, and they're weird. It's all about them trying to be smart and witty and attacking people on the basis of absolutely nothing. Like, you get attacked, I get attacked, Esau gets attacked, by a weird group of people who follow those that are around. I've observed, I've noted, I've taken down all the URLs, all the screenshots. It's the same people all the time. I'll just say it's like Elaine Cole, it's Tracy Davenport. I mean, it's Charlie's Girl, it's Bobby Sims, it's Drummer Man, it's all these various all these various people who've been involved. And
Well, no, they've been around, haven't they? Like,
yeah. Oh, they
lingering
kind of like
spell
peaced
for
off,
years
didn't
now.
they?
Sorry, I missed
Yeah.
what you said.
I said that some of them kind of petered off. They seem to be less
Yeah.
enthusiastic about commenting about us.
Yes.
So I don't know
Please
whether that
catch
suggests.
HIV and die.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
shit, I
all
was on mute. Sorry.
it's all been
I still
very,
think
very
we're on the
bizarre.
right side of the fence, though. The right side of history is a bit grand, but there's an element of it. I still think we're
You know
on the
what's
right side of the fence.
But you know what's fucked
Yeah,
up here?
me
I
too.
say shit like that, yeah. I say shit like that, yeah. They need to catch HIV and die, yeah. That would actually piss off so many people. They would be going like, "Oh my God, he just said we need to." I'm thinking, yeah, and like, what? Why are you pissed off by that? If you don't like it, don't listen. But that's how I feel about you. I'd say it to your face. And trust me, I've told a lot of people to their face, "Hurry up and die." And if you cross me, I will be the one who, So don't. So I don't get why it's so hostility about we just don't like me. Like I'm like I am who I am. I can't help it. Just like Kaylee is. But you don't need to follow Kaylee around the fucking internet and troll her.
Your secret weapon is that you've managed to hide your identity, which gives
No,
you
that's not. But listen, that's
power.
not even that's not even it though. Because Matt, even if I did have it out there, there'd be nothing they could fucking do anyway. I'm telling you, there'd be nothing they could do anyway. They would just be like, "Oh, we know what it look like. What are you gonna do? I dare you to approach me. I dare you to approach me." That's
Well,
it.
that's the thing, isn't it? They get their third parties, their bully boys.
Yeah, and they'll get cut up differently. Like I'm not playing with them. Like, and the worst part is in real life, lot of friends, lot of family. It's not a joke. It wouldn't go down the way they think it would. And not only that, I really am someone who just don't try like that. So I don't know how it's going to work out for. I don't see the point of obsessing over someone like that. When if you actually seek me, you're going to get yourself hurt. It doesn't make no sense.
And
It's good.
from my
It's
point
good
of view,
fighting talk. So say
sorry,
again.
Matt, carry on.
No,
Well, I was
please.
just going to say, from my point of view, so much has been done and said with regard to my personal life, and it has had absolutely no impact, and it never ever will. All it has done has exhibited a pattern of behavior with regard to these particular people. So they are extreme stalkers, Matt. I mean, that's what they are. And they are seen as that. They are understood to be that. And just because it's a little bit onerous, complaining about their behavior and trying to get social media to do something about them, doesn't mean that they have no impact lawfully, that what they are doing is perfectly legal and perfectly fine. It's actually totally illegal what they are doing, and it hasn't impacted my personal life. Not a problem.
Neither's mine. It can't. And if people want to try, I'm almost like when people say I have your address, I'm thinking, come on, try it. I'm not even joking. Try it. Give me your address. Don't make me laugh. Find me. I want to have some fun. You know what I mean? It might be stressful for you because you have to wait for it, but I want to have some fun. See what happens. I
want
promise
to have
you,
fun
it
in which
won't go down the way it was.
I want to have fun, so I can call someone whatever I fucking want in the heat of the moment, in the laugh, without them getting their fucking body drop and I'm gonna.
I don't mind that. I'm actually good before that. I'm actually good with the all the back and forth thing. So when people say that I'm gonna do, I think you ought to like stop it now, because the truth is, yeah, like if I did meet you, you'll take one look at me and you'll just think to yourself, is it worth it? And the worst part is I won't be by myself. Trust me, never by myself. And I gotta be honest, like when Taffy was like, "Oh, meet you for a fight," I'm thinking you're a dickhead. You just threatened
Look,
to rape me. I'm
you've
gonna
never
meet you with a
been,
knife and I'm gonna
yeah,
hurt you. That's it.
you've never been
Yeah.
approached by anyone, have you? Who you
Never.
suspect? Yeah, there you go.
Never,
It's
never.
unlikely you will be.
I'll be honest, bleeding nose. I've been close to knocking on someone's door because I was in their ends and I felt like it. And there was another occasion when I did actually tell people to come to an area in Wales. I was really, really there, hoping they would actually,
Oh, was that,
take the
yeah, was
initiative.
that you and Taff, was it?
Yeah, but they didn't like. Because I was actually, but I thought, if you came down there and I actually just jumped out and just beat you with weapons, like, because it would have been, you know what? You don't get it. You don't threaten to do something like that. I can take the, I'll beat you up, blah blah, meet you
I
for a
remember I
fight.
was laughing
Yeah,
along
but yeah,
with
I would listen. I would love to fuck a man up like Taffy, especially after what he said. Especially after what he said and the anger he
remember that
shows.
bleeding when Taffy and him were having a ding dong with each other.
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's
Funny.
completely crazy. I mean, Taffy is.
Easy wind up.
He's a drama fucking merchant, man. He does. I
a
think it's
queen.
an awful lot of plan for show.
Yeah, he's a queen, man. He's a queen. He's a queen. He's a fucking queen, man. He really is about the drop. I'm leaving YouTube. I'm coming back. I'm back. Bollocks to you, man.
What I'm
I
learning
lost my
is that
job.
there's a lot more going on in people's lives than everyone else may or may not know about. People are going through nightmares that they're keeping to themselves.
Mm.
And
Which
well, I
is
know
fair
that.
enough. Keep it to yourself, but
Yeah,
don't
but then again,
exercise your fucking demons on everybody else. Is here to relax.
No,
and
but
chill
it
out.
has to come out, doesn't it? Holding something in has to come out another way. So that's why they may come across as something they're not in other aspects.
Yeah.
Because they're hiding that one thing they should be talking about.
Yeah, that is very true. And if you're referring to, well, Grubby Knob is one such person, right? A horrible, lousy existence. A person who's been accused of stalking, has been reported to the police.
I know.
Because a woman is scared shitless of him. 2 fucking women, by the way.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's the biggest troll. One of the biggest trolls. His friend is a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I'm talking about the woman from Glasgow.
Yeah, I know.
These are the stupid.
But anyway, he's coming back. Get ready.
Nonce. Fucking nonce.
Come on now, let's not.
I remember at this year, yeah, some little dickhead, some little dickhead offline. Nobody knows telling you. I know these lot know because it actually really did happen, yeah. I don't want to say the whole incident, but let's just say a man tried me in front of my children, and I promise you, they did not see anything. They may have they heard what the man had said for me to actually get him away while I have a chat with him.
Okay.
But let's just say, I was not playing with what I had on me, and he could see it, and that's why I had to go inside his house because I was about to do something very, 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 very stupid. Very stupid.
Yeah.
Listen,
carrying a knife,
his mouth. No, but his mouth got him into trouble, and I was like, "You fucking idiot!" Yeah, and when I went, obviously I had to, I was like, "What did you say again? Say it again." I didn't realize I was next to him, yeah, and he went inside. Oh man, I was about to fling something at him. Yeah. I just thought, you know what? Let me not, yeah, because and he was talking rubbish about his friends are coming. I was like, where are they? Like, come on, man. Like, I was thought myself like, wait, you think I'm gonna go something? You said if you got people coming, I'm not even gonna ring anyone. I'm fucking fuming. That's it. I'm fuming now, and yeah. So I know what it is when it comes down to. That's why idiots online say, "I'll beat you up." So I was thinking, no, you won't. I'm one of those. I shouldn't be doing stuff like that. But I have a very bad temper in real life.
Yeah, by the sounds of
Like,
it,
it's not
definitely.
good. I don't enjoy it. But the exact condition I was diagnosed with
Anger
was
management classes.
no, it's not even that, man. I don't like pricks, man. Like I have to wear headphones in public so I don't hear
Mm.
people's bollocks. Seriously, I can't listen to other people. You fucking get on my nerves.
Come on now. Why don't you open your heart and try and love your neighbour?
Well,
To you lot.
personally, for me, I'm like a very loving person in the sense that like I'm super friendly and very open and accepting and interested in people. But again, like I'd be that kind of person. I can't stand bullshit. I really can't.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If
Yeah,
I'm in a
I'll
car,
just be like,
the music's
"Are you?"
loud.
Yeah,
I've had people look at me when I'm in traffic and stare at me. I'd be like, "Why is it mute so loud?" I'm like, "What? You're trying to talk to me?" And I'm just like you know, and keep driving. Like I'm like, you're actually
Yeah,
having a go at my music. I'm driving. This is my space. Don't fucking tell me what I can and can't do. Like if I want to blare it up, I can. I'm allowed. You know what I mean? There is no law on the road saying you can't listen to music. It's as
of
loud as
course.
bloody want.
I remember those years when you used to think very highly of AJ, and I think, what
God.
a load
yes,
of bullshit.
indeed. I know, and Esau has said the same to me. Like Esau, do you remember? I was like,
I tell
"Oh,
you about Danny
AJ's
Jones. I
cool.
tell you
So
about
is
it
Danny
was,
Jones."
no. You said to me Danny Jones is intelligent. I said no, he's a fucking idiot. Not intelligent.
I
I don't
know.
want to put that word into your mouth. You said he knows about. I said no, he doesn't. He knows nothing. And you started watching for yourself, and he proved
Yeah,
you actually saw that he fucking doesn't know shit. He just regurgitates stuff, and that's it.
yeah,
He's not
yeah. That
actually,
is exactly
you know what I
correct.
mean? And like, he just basically, he's one of those idiots. I'll be honest, yeah, in my lifetime, or what I do for a living, yeah, you come across a lot of idiots like that. And we're not fooled by someone who wears glasses. Just because you wear glasses, you might look like a nerd, doesn't mean you know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Absolutely.
I know nerds, yeah, that are like good looking and stunning as fuck, and they know, they run the show. I know nerds that are fucking, but not because they have glasses, they know what they're talking about, and that's what Lyndon tries to portray himself as. I'm a detective, you know, the way I sound and speak, fuck off, you're a paedophile. Get out of
Yes.
here. You know what I mean? You ain't
Yes.
fooling me.
I want to answer though, Matt, in the sense I want to tell you that way back in 2017, 2018, we'll say 2018, 2019, it was just, I was taking people at face value. I kind of like, there was no reason for me to
That's
doubt
good.
anybody. And
Yeah.
I, I have apologized harshly for this previously, where I fell for the bullshit, and I really did.
Mm.
And I actually, and in particular in the case of Kip's Clips, I
Yeah.
actually stupidly fucking took it on board that 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 something that a video that Plisco had edited was actually a true story,
Right.
and that was like inexperience,
Yeah.
ignorance, and not being questioning enough. And I was
Oh, God.
silly and stupid, and I felt really bad about that. I Because also it whatever the sort of propaganda impacted me in the sense that I was like having a bad impression of people, unfortunately. And
You're having a bad impression of people on the strength of what the likes of AJ and Danny were telling you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I felt really bad about that when I actually figured it out and realized, which was
Listen, can I
like
tell you something?
basically by 2020 and 21.
Can I
Right.
tell you
Okay.
something?
Yeah. Go.
I don't want to say age I was, yeah, but I was like, I will say it now, yeah, because I'm not gonna give it away. But let's just say I was 20 something, yeah, and when Lyndon said this to me in a live stream, he's heard and said to a bunch of people, he's never been slapped around the internet as much as he has, and since he's been around this community. And I thought to myself, you're a fucking idiot. Like, how has no one not seen through you?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, I saw through the second I heard your voice. You're coming off with that fucking defective pedophile shit. I don't like that. Like, I've never liked that. In real time, like, we don't appreciate that. Even real cops, yeah, don't appreciate people who do that shit. They don't like it. They have a name for you, which I won't say,
Of course,
but
yeah.
they don't like people like him. And I just thought, Lyndon, you're a weirdo. Like, there's something wrong with you. I'm gonna be a thorn on your side. I just don't like this geezer. Like, just
Hey,
come on the
listen,
internet, have fun.
I knew they were talking all bullshit when they came in and started calling me a scammer and a nonce. And so straight off, I think, right, who
I
the fuck
believe
are
them at
these
first.
dicks? They're
Yeah, I
obviously
believe them at
fucking
first.
barking up the wrong tree here. And then, you
But
know, I
these
thought,
lot are good at what they do. Listen, these lot are good at what they do. These lot know how to tag people and put
yeah,
shit on your name. They do.
Yeah,
They try to say
how to
bleeding at
rope
someone.
in useful
Listen,
idiots.
they try to tell me once here bleeding killed
yeah.
someone or had made someone commit suicide. That's what they tried to tell me. But it was fucking
And
Negs who were
also,
doing it.
there's an element of that they're so outraged that you're not behind bars, they kind of say, right, I'm going to do something about it. So then they
You
start
know what I'm talking about being right. You know what I'm talking about being right.
Yes, I do.
because they feel
Yeah.
as if that's only justice. And you think,
Mm-hmm.
you just fucking off your rockers.
Listen, they actually try to make people believe. Like, I'm thinking, like me and someone, yeah, like a couple of months ago, were talking offline, yeah, and we were like, I wonder how many bodies these don't seriously have, right? Because they've been around for about 10 years, from what I can see. But they've been doing this. Like, look, check this out. I don't know if you know, but AKE said something yesterday, yeah, which has been ringing in my head. Linda's got a son with heavily autism, yeah, so he obviously hasn't been helping out his wife, which I know for a fact because she left his ass. So he's had a lot of spare time on his hands. What do you think he's been doing with it? Been bitter with the world?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Yeah.
Exactly. You see what I'm trying to say? I'm going this. What's he been doing with his spare time? Fucking with people. But there's 100 fucking accounts that he has on his bloody PC. Who has that many? He has more accounts than any of us. I'm telling you now because I blocked about 20 of them.
I know, it's
Coming
shocking,
back,
isn't it?
Danny Jones hoax police.
Number here, Danny Jones Hoax Police 1, Danny Jones Hoax Police 2,
Mhm.
Danny Jones Police 3. Get out.
I know.
Instantly as well. Too much spare time. Too much spare time.
And do you know what? It's hilarious because we've at one point we've kind of examined. Myself and Esau have sort of like delved into the mentality of Lyndon, and like we call it exposing, right? And we put up stuff. We would like looked at. We've had conversations with him. He doesn't tend to jump on that often on our panel, but if you know what really does, he jumps on to prove something. God knows what.
And he
But,
can't prove shit. Because, like, look,
No, we
he
can't.
lied.
We're like, hold on.
No, listen,
tell us about
I'll keep saying it to this day because he fucking knows it's true. On March, whatever it was, yeah, I can't remember that date, Katie, forgive me. It might be March 12th or 13th. You know what I mean? Memory that. I don't have my device right now because it's broken. He sent me a
April
screenshot.
13th.
April 13th, yeah, it was April,
Pretty
March,
sure.
April. Yeah, he sent me a screenshot, yeah, to troll her with. And then when I started to expose what he'd done, and Katie pointed out that was the day for her father's, you know, he was there going, I did it for that reason. We all know why he did it, because in the chronological order of our conversation and the way it was going on YouTube, he was fuming with her and he tried to twist that. I could not believe what I was hearing. I was like, wow, this man won't even take responsibility for anything. Like, he's never wrong. Just like the screenshot image of a blurred blah 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 he wanted to see. You know, that's not weird. We're not supposed to see that as weird at all. That's fine. This guy's a fucking freak. I'm telling you, he's a liar and a freak. I've caught him out so many
And
times yet. I'm sick of it.
it's extraordinary because he's quite the gaslighter, which appears to be. Listen, do you know what? Recently, I've been looking into paid trolls and the behaviors. Like, there's tick boxes. How do you
I'm not.
identify a paid troll?
I'm not entirely buying it as much as Bleeding and others are, but I'm
Yeah.
listening to them. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, it's a bit too much. I can't see someone paying someone to be that fucking active. I can see obsession will make people do stupid things.
Well,
I know from experience.
Obsession or doing it for money? There's,
There's,
let's say there's kind of a similarity between both. There's
but come
a
on,
need, a desire.
Beat it from our experience. Look at the shit we've gone through. We had that bitch Stephanie fucking make an account of her girlfriend to troll us and point out, like, look at the stuff we've gone through because people have been obsessed. I've seen it too many times. So I know what people
Yeah,
can do when they're obsessed. It looks like they're being paid, but no, they actually have an agenda, and that's just to fuck with you
yeah, that
by
is
any
true.
means necessary. They will just do it because they fucking hate you, and they're not going. That's the only reason they hate you. You kind of have to just accept it. That's what I always say to Bleeding. Just accept it. People call me nonce all the time, Matt. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That don't bother me. I know I'm not a paedophile. Fuck what they bother me for. You know what I mean? Like halfly, like I mean, this sort of Amy children. Everybody knows, yeah. I've only recently learned to picture edit properly thanks to this new app. That app was not around when that shit was going down. But these, I'm not bothered by that. Those things don't bother me. I'm not bothered by lies. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't get on my nerves with that. That's not gonna work. Try again. Try something else. Trust me. You're gonna say, "Oh, I did this." That's not gonna work. Try something else. Try something else. The only thing that I'll be honest that pissed me off the most is when Jupiter said that me and Rodney was part of a paedophile ring. That was the only thing that fucking pissed me off. I'm gonna be honest. That made me go in on her. But that was it. And people threatening to rape me. Yeah, them things there make me sick. Everything else I can actually deal with.
Look, we can all
Yeah,
see it.
that's true.
An easy excuse to give someone a whack around the face. It's not
Yeah,
always the best thing to do.
yeah, but like, I mean, there's levels to
Matt,
this.
how
Like,
do
there are
you
levels
deal
to
with
this.
it? Matt,
I make
Matt, you kind of I've noticed. Yeah, go on.
yeah, I just make videos and songs about it. That's how I deal with it all. Use
We
that
do
as
that.
You take the piss.
yeah,
Yeah, we do
We do
similar.
that.
yeah,
Couple
no,
of
you do,
memes here
yeah.
and there.
We do good ones. Bleeding. You're still bleeding. My ideas are sick.
Two bit
My
of
ideas are
ridiculous.
funny. No, bleeding. Russell, come on. I'll be honest. I'll tell you guys a secret now. Yeah, the majority of the videos that bleeding does, bleeding. Whose idea are they? Let's be honest. Let's tell them how it is. Come on. Let's not take it. Let's
Well,
not
Who's
be
that
it was
doing
underdone.
Esau.
Yeah.
it? Is it?
Yeah. I'm like feeding her what I want to do, and I'll go and sit up and do it myself. But I'm like, that's the vision I have. And then when
Oh,
it comes, I'm like, no, not that one, not that one. Better, better. That's what the one. It's me who does it. I'm the one who goes through that. I'm the brainchild. Or I'll just do it myself. I'll actually go to the computer and be like, yeah, like this, like that. Edit, click, post. I like these things. If it's comical, I'll because I realized a while ago there's a way to of YouTube. You have to be funny. It has to be in jest. You can't do it malicious. It has to be in jest. You have to be comical with it. You can't be pricky with it. Like
yeah, but
bleeding.
honestly, there's still people out there who spoiled the fun by saying your jokes are malicious threats.
I don't give a fuck about that. Bleeding.
Oh, yes,
Bleeding. Bleeding.
indeed.
Bleeding.
That
Have you? Bleeding,
happens.
are you in a computer bleeding by any chance?
I am on the laptop right now. Yeah.
Oh my god! Can you pull up the picture of the man with the fraggle, please, and just post it off your avatar?
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
look at this, Matt. Look at this, Matt. Yeah, I like. I just said it as a fraggle, but look at this now. It'll be
Yeah.
like, holy shit, that's actually funny. Like how we've just captured it. This guy's a little pompous, like twat anyway. And what we done? Like, the fraggle puppet when he played it out, yeah, I just laughed for arsehole because I was like, yeah, it's funny still. But at the time when he made it, I was like, he's a fraggle. Ain't he? He's like, just put two in there. Why put one Fraggle puppet when you could put two? Do you know what I mean?
What are
Make
you-
the whole fucking thing a Fraggle. Oh, anyway. And everyone's like, have you made one of me? I'm thinking, no, we
It
haven't.
is fun to
If,
mess around with the apps, isn't it?
if I don't like you, yeah, then yeah, you're gonna get one. But you know what I mean? If you're someone that I actually haven't had that much interaction with, then there's definitely not one getting made of you. Or if you're someone that I actually like even though we've had back and forth, you won't be getting one. If for someone you've been getting it constantly, then of course you're gonna get one. That's why Ricky Friedman doesn't have one because I actually like, in spite of everything that's gone on, I actually like the geezer. Like, I could have made one. I could have made one ages ago, but why? That's what they expect us to do. That I know these guys make ones of him in a geek suit all the time. So there's fucking no point. Do you know what I mean? Right, they're gonna just beat me to it or just do something more grandiose. So there's no point. I like Rick, man. I missed going on Rick's channel. It was fun because he's his sleeping pattern sometimes matches mine. If he's up at them random fucking times, so am I as well. Like especially during the summer, it's hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he got trolled mercilessly, doesn't he?
Yeah, but people told that it was me, and I'm just there like, well, I'm a nasty prick, like, so I can't exactly say I don't say horrible things, but you're gonna believe anything anyway, so you know what I mean? But I've never emailed that guy once. I've never phoned him. The day he did his suicide shit, I was so totally not online. I was in bed. You know what I mean? I never pushed him to that. I would never, if I had known all that was going on, you best believe I would have been on those channels giving people like Cameron the worst hell they've ever known. If I had known what was going on at that point, they would have known about it. It would have been brutal. Trust me, I would have annihilated them. I would have gone over there. You know me when it comes to them. I would have fucking terrorized Stephanie Caddis if I know she was doing that shit to him. That freak would have got fucked up, and so would Cam. I would have been heartless with all of them, but they would have wanted me dead if I know what they was doing, if I'd seen it at the time. They're lucky I didn't.
Yeah, those particular people are pretty horrible bullies.
I would have been insane back then if I had known.
Yeah.
They made it my mission.
You know that whoever writes is concerned to us for free speech. I used to find them actually quite amusing at one time, even though I kind of like hate laughing at their jokes. I just figured they actually did something. They were in Kaylee's chat, and there was a period I think last summer where Kaylee was just getting this full on attacked. She had Eric in there, she had AJ, she had various others, and she had this concerned trolls for free speech. And I remember
oh shit.
I could not believe how cruel and how horrible concerned troll for free speech was.
Listen, that account hates her.
You're fucking blocked. You're never coming into my bleeding
that account hates her so badly. That account hates her and hates me, so I don't really care for it. It shouldn't even be about anyway. It should be dead.
Yeah, it says.
I used to like its comments here to piss it off here because I like to troll people like that. But I realized you help the algorithm to start liking their comments, so I stopped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when I clock on like things like that, I mean, I don't sub to channels. There's no need. If I don't like you, I'm not sub to you. There's no point. You know what I'm saying? But
who do you miss most, Eden? What YouTuber who's no longer YouTubing now do you miss?
Wasp.
What, of course, right?
So, yeah, I would say I was no longer streaming. I actually really particularly liked because I just liked his personality an awful lot, and because when he would come along, and he's very unconnected with anything, any kind of
Rodney,
trouble.
Rodney as well.
Yeah, of course, always. But then Turok, I always kind of really appreciated Turok.
Okay, Turok, okay.
Yeah. I miss Rodney.
No, I don't.
I do miss Turok, but I do miss Rodney. Rodney's life, but I understand why Rodney could never coexist around here now. But because like after the Wasp and all that shit. But don't get it wrong, it would be nice if he came back for one fucking gangster stream and just tore shit up for like a week or two.
Well, it's going to happen on Judgment Day, isn't it? Now because I'm missing Brian Harvey. He always put a good show on.
P Diddy's free. Oh wait, P Diddy's free, guys. I knew this was going to happen, but he's actually
left. He's left custody.
Check. Yeah, he got done for prostitution only.
He didn't get charged with sex trafficking, but I thought he got charged with something else. No.
Prostitution.
Yeah. Does that carry a prison sentence?
Not really.
Up to 10 years, but because it's his first offence.
Yeah, he's like Trump.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, come on."
I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I said it months ago. 2Ds and they get off. I didn't think it was going to stick. He's too deep. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? He's
getting to stay in prison.
Yeah, you said because Trump is in power.
Yeah, I've said that from early, haven't I? I've been saying that. They're friends, man. They're from New York. You don't let a friend in New York go to jail when you're in power. That's not how it works. Especially.
Yeah, but I don't think Trump at all would pardon him. That would be a clutter.
Not blatantly, anyway.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be obviously doing it. What the hell?
Well, even covertly, if that got out, that he'd kind of like pardon a sex offender, really. Because that's what he is. He's been exposed as a pimp, hasn't he? Rather than...
Yeah, listen. A lot of people have a prostitution. A lot of famous people get done for that, man. That's a known thing. Like, a lot of the male ones especially get done for it because they like to sleep with the gay ones. They obviously hide from their wives. It's a known thing, right? So he's actually okay. And plus, it was all... so basically, he got done with the male prostitutes sleeping with the women. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what he got done for. So that's actually...
Really? All the male prostitutes... sleeping with
women. That's what he was done for. No. Look at it properly.
But he
that's
made
what he was done for.
Women sleep with them. He coerced
check it out properly because it's actually it doesn't make me as a monster. That's what's really fucked up about it. He's actually in the all clear. Like that's why he turned out to his jewelry. His family's son coming home. He knows he's free. He knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, trust me, this was like he was meant to sweat out. He spent 8 months behind bars. You know what I mean? He didn't have a rough time behind it. He was in there for Christmas. You know what I mean? He was so yeah. Look, it is what it is. I was just saying like.
How long do you reckon he has been behind bars? You say 8 months or?
What was it? 8? What we're in now? July?
Yeah, we're July.
Where did he go? Yeah, where did he go in? Before Christmas or after Christmas?
So I mean. Yeah.
I believe they're making videos during Christmas, but yeah, listen, he's out now, and he'll be out before. He'll be on Vlad TV. No, you know what? Fuck Vlad TV.
Yeah, he was arrested in New York, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Manhattan. Yeah. Listen to me. He was always going to get out. He was always
last August.
It looks like it was September. Yeah. He was arrested. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, about 10 months.
Yeah, so he's out now. That's 10 months ago. He's done. He can go on Oprah now and all these fucking TV shows and talk his truth.
Won't be going on Oprah. Well, let me tell you that. And he won't be writing a fucking autobiography either. I was a victim of the justice system.
No, it wasn't a victim of the justice system. He beat Rico. That is something that you celebrate. He beat a Rico case. Right?
He's not a gangster, he's a pimp.
No. But like he beat a RICO charge, like a one-man RICO charge. That's impressive. That is very impressive. Like, a lot of people will be wanting to talk to him because of that shit. His career's intact now.
There's probably going to be civil cases taken against him.
Listen, I have to quickly run to the shop. Yeah, I'll be about 10 minutes. Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah. I'm going to be wrapping it up on the hour. I know Kaylee's waiting to go live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Good.
So yeah, okay. So I'll have a chat with Matt then for a little bit, right?
Yeah. I'll be leaving in exactly 2 minutes. But yeah, listen, P Diddy, I can't believe it. I'm just like, I can believe it, but I'm just like, fucking hell. Like you had people scared. A lot of people would have their careers would have been like, holy shit, right? You know what I mean? And start talking. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, I do. Look, you can't. It's even crazy that he got done. Because check this out, yeah. If I went to meet a friend, yeah, or for example, if I was a single man, yeah, and a female friend of mine said to me, "Come to New York," you know, having a party, and I go over there and I bang a bunch of women over there, and I'm one of her pals, and she has a bunch of other guys she's bringing over to bang her female friends. Technically, in theory, she's trafficked us for sex. That's how the US government's looking at it right now. Yeah, but that's how US government look at it right now. And you're like, that shouldn't be the case. Why can't a single man, yeah, go and meet his female friend who's got females there who are also single too. I just want to have some single fun. Like, what's wrong with
As long
that?
as no money's handed over, yeah, that's all right.
Well, but if there's drugs and alcohol involved, I mean, again, that's consensual. I said, get,
Roofian.
yeah, but I understand you as a tourist, yeah, you should not be partaking. Fuck that kind of American citizen. So let's do this other country. If it was like Russia, as a tourist, yeah, I should not be doing that over there as a tourist because I'm breaking my tourist visa by committing in crimes and blah blah blah. So yeah, I suppose you could do me for or do the person who brought me over for a couple of charges. I can see it like that if you were to do the law thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm coming over foreign and I'm doing mad crime or drugs and sleeping with this woman who's got so much history that I don't fucking know. Yeah, I suppose I should be. You know what I mean? I can see where they're going with it in a foreign country, but P Diddy was trafficked. Well,
Well,
Hmm. Oh, your sound is gone, by the way.
sorry,
So
was
just
yeah, and they did it for trafficking. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
it'll be interesting
He
to
got,
see where it goes from there.
but he got done for trafficking, yeah, just for being simple. You know what I mean? Like he was simple with it when you think about it. Like man
Would
meets woman.
you have gone to a Diddy party? That's the big question.
Hell to the no.
You
No
wouldn't have.
way. Never.
I'm sure.
Why?
Bleeding Heart wouldn't have gone as well.
Why? No, seriously. Like
oh,
there's too much drugs there. Why? No, seriously.
do
I
you know
want
what?
the people there, but too much drugs. I ain't with that shit, man.
I would have gone to get my hand away.
I actually love parties. I do love. I love a good party, and I love socializing with people. And I love kind of meeting people. So I would go to party on the basis that I with the hope that I would be having a good chat with somebody. I wouldn't be thinking about anything else.
Nah, if they even oil and all that shit's produced,
Everyone
I'll
having
be
it off in the pool, you'll just look elsewhere.
I actually would run if I saw that. If I saw that, I'd just go, "Oh, get out of here!"
Yeah.
I thought we were having a party in the kitchen. Come on.
No, I'd be in the pool getting it right on. I would be snorting,
God.
coke, everything. Only joking. Only joking. Yeah, it's good to chat. Then I'm bleeding. I don't think we've ever had a chat, have we?
No, we haven't actually had a proper. We haven't we haven't had a chat at
Yeah.
all. I don't think, because it's always been like, did you see Bleeding Heart? She said hello to Matt Taylor.
Yeah.
That means she's, you know what I mean? And you're like, what?
Yeah.
But anyway, because it always seemed to kind of like bring the wrong attention. But at this moment in time, I don't really give a shit about the bullshit from these
Yeah,
idiots
good.
because they're all on the verge of being exposed.
Well, like you said, they're all running around like headless chickens, aren't they? They've, I think, totally lost the plot. Is the word you used?
Yeah, and it's fucking brilliant.
Yes, it is. It's quite amusing watching them.
Brilliant. Because they've
With the
exposed
hole in
themselves.
the face. Sorry?
Oh. They have exposed themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah, but well, they've always have been hiding in plain sight. I mean, I like to think I've seen it all the way through because I have done, and that's why they didn't like me, because I could see right through them.
Yeah.
And none of their grand plans have worked against me anyway. I mean, they've knocked me down a few times, but they haven't done away with me yet. And that's something they can't abide by. Same with you in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the same with me in the sense that they haven't managed to get me to, kill myself or go crazy and wild on the internet. I mean, I might have done it a couple of times, but yeah. Look, there's more to that. Much of what has been done will be exposed to the correct people, the people who have been weaponized, and probably without their knowledge. But also, Matt. Oh, I thought I was going to say something there. Second, I lost my train of thought. But oh yes, I know, because uppermost in my mind is after the conversation with Katie or A1000 yesterday, it was actually quite distressing. So I don't like to hear that. I don't even like to see. I definitely don't like Kaylee to see Kaylee going through it. And I don't have a grudging admiration. I do admire the way that Katie, having been through the worst, has stayed true to herself. What do you think?
I think
I know.
people need to start having more private conversations, because we're doing everything in public, but not everything can be spoken about. And so maybe
so that remains unsaid.
Starting off a panel and then maybe taking it private and really going for it, because I think a lot of stuff needs to be said without fear of reprisals.
Agreed.
Which is it's ruining YouTube, because we're all so scared to say what we really feel in case we upset someone.
Unwittingly offend, or inadvertently or whatever. And plus, there's a hell of a lot more to each and every one of all of us as individuals has a big story to tell around our personal experience. So there'd be kind of like one person might have a story to tell, and I wouldn't have realized half of the stuff that was going on. So I think that's stuff that should be shared amongst privately, and then kind of
And also, it's like not giving the mouse everything, isn't it? Making the mouse, fucking him. Well, not fucking him, but sticking your finger up at him and saying, no, we're not going to give you juicy gossip free on tap. And I think that's another reason to start having more private conversations. Not giving the other side ammo against you.
Yeah, for sure. And absolutely. And also, who is that character? Do you know how that particular character attempts to cause divide and goes and kind of like says, oh, so and so said something about you.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel? Are you angry? What are you gonna do?
But it's laughing because you remember that kind of stuff from your childhood, don't you? Your little shit story in class. You may have fell for it when you were like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, or even as a teenager, but not anymore.
Yeah. Possibly in your 20s, you might get a very manipulative person. There's still manipulative liars and gaslighters out there. Like that, you can be, they can influence the way you think, even when you're in your like adulthood and beyond.
Well, look, we're all being susceptible, aren't we? We all want to, but that's the thing. There's an element of it. We want to fit in with a crowd in YouTube, but to fit in, you have to believe their narrative, like everyone else is a pedo, but we aren't. We're just like the heroes of Great Britain, and everything we do.
They are the morally outraged. They are like these extraordinary virtue signalers with their like justice warriors. They are so. Come on. Lyndon Warden has made the claim that he has helped the police, and they've said, thank you. Without you, we couldn't do our job. Fuck off.
Yeah.
As if.
Oh, what a cunt. I can't stand that. I can't stand these individuals. And, I'm trying to be nice, but crikey, they are so brilliant at being so bad. It brings a smile to my face.
Oh, they're disgusting. They're solicitous. They're creepy.
They just don't go anywhere, do they? They just hang around with a bad smell.
Yeah, they just and they're grooming various individuals who might speak to you or me, and they go to this about Matt Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear this about Bleeding Heart? I'll show you proof.
Yeah.
Come into a chat with me and I'll show you proof.
But like I said, it goes away from a laugh when you realise now they're actually intentionally and very happily push people commit suicide.
Oh yeah, and then blame
They'll
me.
get a satisfaction out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's where it you know, takes it away from fun
Yeah.
to a nasty, toxic place.
Yeah. And trolls are like that. I mean, I remember describing Plisco as that because I couldn't understand Plisco. I was like, what the hell is his fucking game? What is up with that bleeding Egypt? And I was like, and then I came across the term dark triad troll, and it perfectly suited this inhumane entity. Like, he's a psychopath, he's Machiavellian, he's a narcissist, he has fuck all empathy. Well, just enough empathy where he realizes he's probably triggered somebody.
Yeah. And look, Bleeding, changing the subject, we've only a few minutes to go, right? I want to just ask you, because you like the leading charge in this live panel where everything happens live at the moment. If you miss it in the moment, you know, you've missed it. And you've like been pioneering this kind of stuff for years, haven't you? And so I just want to say how much I enjoy your style of presenting with Esau and how you like hold your lives. I think they're brilliant to watch.
Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you. And I hope that myself and Esau managed to put across that, like, you can actually have a really good time. I mean, of course, we do say this and that about other people and do our exposés and, like, you know, question people. But in general, I would hope that the vibe is that it's just having fun.
Yeah.
Just having it, not at people's expense, but fun together. Relaxing and chilling.
And it is, because sometimes we have a right laugh, don't we? You know, and it's all meant to be banter, and when it works, it's really good laugh. It's just such a shame it has to get twisted by the usual players. Hey, listen.
Yeah, exactly. Always a shame. And
yeah,
yes.
It's the last couple of minutes. So would you like say goodnight to everyone? And maybe I'm hoping Kaylee will go live and I'll take it from there. So
all right.
Say
all
goodbye.
right. Okay. Good night. Good night to Kaylee. Until later. Good night, Convid. I don't know who else is there in there that I recognise. I think it's only Kaylee and Convid.
Yeah.
So that's
right.
really
Okay.
good.
So what day are we on? We're on Wednesday, aren't we?
Yep. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Remember, Bob Knob's coming back. You can't get away from him.
Ugh.
That said everything. Ugh. Oh, funny. Well, listen, thanks ever so much for the chat, and we'll do it again soon, okay?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Matt. Take care of yourself. Enjoy.
Yeah. Are you going to go or shall I remove you? It's like, who's going to hang up first?
I was just about to ask you the same question. Okay, I'm pressing on leave the studio. Okay, see you later.
See you later, love. Thanks ever so much. Right, everyone. Wasn't that lovely? Thanks ever so much for Bleeding Heart, Esau, and everyone for contributing in the chat. It's approximately 2 hours. Thanks, Kaylee, for being patient. Let's do it again soon. There's nothing better than being on time for 8 o'clock. Thanks ever so much, Justin. It's very kind of you. Big up, Matt. It's very kind of you. Doc Holiday, thank you. 10 seconds to go, everyone. Until the next time, remember, King Arthur loves you as much as I love you too.